Well, ladies and gentlemen, it says we're live, so we must be live. Sorry if you're expecting Los Cristianos. We're actually in Callao Salvaje. I'm actually in Little Germany because there was nowhere on the street that I could stand that wasn't boiling hot in the shade where people would actually come by. So I thought, well, I might as well go and sort out Little Germany again and have a little drink. So sorry about that. I know you're all waiting for me to do interviews in Los Cristianos tonight, but I had a puncture in the car as I drove out. I was going past Armanimi and I went around the roundabout and the car just did a shimmy shake, and so I went in the garage and I got a flat tyre. So I pumped it up and it looked like it would stain, so it's a slow puncture. Must have gone down overnight last night, and so I drove back home to be on the safe side, and so I'm in the village tonight. So I'm in Little Germany with somebody who doesn't want to be named. No, you've had it now. She's Welsh and good looking, I'll put it that way. And oh, here we go. So now I know that we're online. I can darken me down a bit. There you go. Don't darken my door again. So I'll show you the view in a minute. But let's see who's online. 864 people watching. If you're just joining us, I'm not in Los Cristianos. I hope you read the pinned comment. Oh no, I didn't pin it, so I'll pin it right now. Replace pinned message. There you go. So the pinned message is, I'm in Callao Salvaje in Little Germany. For the simple reason is I got a puncture in the car. So I was going out past Armanimi and got a puncture. 77 people watching it. I'll tell the story again later. But in the meantime, hi Jeff, hi Jack. Christina's fine. She's too hot though, so she's not coming out. I did ask her if she wanted to come out, but she's not coming out. And Martin of us is online. Ray Duffy, thank you for all your support, Ray, and all of the likes that you give me on my food as well. I know that I'm making you hungry all the time. What's the sound like? Is it okay? Derek Walker, Jeff Memory, Charlie's on, Gary Homer's on, the Matman's on. I think the title might be updating. I think I can do that on the fly. Let me see if I can do that on the fly right now. Good call, actually. Good call. Contents. Lives. Okay, it's not up yet, so I can't change it while it's running, unfortunately. No, I can't change it while it's running. You can only change it afterwards. So I apologise for that. Easy, you well, apart from the car, was tired, let you down. Tired, yeah. Marie Alti's on, Craig's on, Jeff Dedane's on, good evening. Roger Memory's saying, and secret guest. I've forgotten the name, that's why I'm not telling you. Good evening, Sam. It's not good news, repuncture, otherwise I hope you, Christina, we're good, thanks Alan. And Alan, thank you for giving all the likes on the food as well, it's good. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to Instagram. I photograph brunch and dinner, the only two meals I have. I mean, obviously I've got the old liquid meals on at the moment. I'm just going to talk to some neighbours a second. Excuse me, you guys, I hope I'm not disturbing you, is that okay? Okay, thanks. No, it's okay, it's just that I talk a lot for about an hour, is that all right? You're live on YouTube at 108 people watching at the moment, so if I swing round for the view, do you mind being on it? Is that okay if I do? Yeah? Okay, great, thanks. Oh, you don't have to be interviewed or anything. It's just I don't want you to think that I'm filming you when I'm showing the view then. But thank you.
TikTok or?
It's YouTube. YouTube. So, and that's about living with MS in Tenerife. My wife's got MS. Oh, she's going to show you now. There you go. Alan Craig. Delith Sweeney. Hi, Tim. Hi, Del.
Hi, Tim.
Actually, I didn't know your name was Delith.
Did it? Yeah, Delith. I'm Welsh.
Welsh, you know. I've got to do the whole thing in Welsh now. Sut ach chi heddiw?
Good young girl.
Right, Tim from Roger and Christine, Roger Channing. Eugene McGee was on. It's the weekend now. It is the weekend. I can have a beer. I said I wasn't drinking beer in the week, and Friday's like a weekend to me, so you know what I mean. Chris Godfrey's on, Una Mines, Robert Murphy. Okay, so I've got 117 people on, expecting to see the beautiful sights and sounds of Los Cristianos. And where am I? I'm stuck in a fantastic bar in Callao Salvaje called Little Germany. And they got my favourite beer. Behind me is the Irish bar. Not too much music on at the moment, so that's all right. Although they did get me for the music the other day, and they said, but they didn't stop the thing. They just said, we want to share in the revenue. So I said, okay. So if you watch the videos on that one, they're sharing the revenue. Sandra, da iawn, diolch yn fawr, says Sandra. Jeffrey Dedeen, I'm also on a liquid dinner this evening. I've got to go home and cook. What am I cooking tonight? One of them little bowls called gnocchi. I'm doing gnocchi tonight with bacon and cream cheese, and a little side salad with cherry tomatoes, I think. Zex on, very windy at the Med Palace in Paris, Australia. It's actually windy here, round the corner. I was actually going to stand on the corner up by the roundabout in Callao Salvaje, I don't know if you know it, next to the Nebula restaurant, but it's 34 degrees in the shade. So that means it's going to be about 36, 37, even hotter in the sun. And I do have a 50 factor on, but I'll be pushing it if I go and stand out there for an hour. But it was windy. I mean, it really was. Things were blowing around. So, in fact, we're just getting a gust now. You probably see my hair waving around. Gianni Watson. Oh, that's Pauline. Hi, Pauline. Croeso I gyd. Peter Lawley, hi Tim, just got back from Fuerteventura, great time back in September. Are you coming back to Tenerife in September, Pete, or back to Fuerteventura? And Roger Channing, I prefer Little Germany to Los Cristianos anyway, looking forward to going to Little Germany in September. Roger Channing, I will be here. We'll sit down and we'll have one of these together. Well, each, I suppose. I'll get them to get more in. Let me just show you where we are. I'm going to swing round. So this, let me just turn it down a bit so you can see. This is the view. Give us a wave, guys. Cheers. And we're gotta say hello to Dell as well. There you go.
Hi.
She's on her own tonight, so I says, can I share your table? I said, Dell. She said, yeah, fine. So there you go. So there's not much going on tonight, but we're early, so it does liven up on a Friday, does it? You working tonight?
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock in the three horseshoes. So if you go up to where what's it called, Monte Cristo is, in the corner there's a karaoke and sports bar called the Three Horseshoes, and you'll see this lovely lady Dell behind the bar there most nights and on the floor the rest of the time.
Yeah.
You want to go and have a sing-song, then nip to the Three Horseshoes. You open every day?
Yeah, every day. And it's late nights till about 2, 3, 4, depends how busy they are.
Okay, so if it's busy, you can sing to your heart's content till 4 in the morning. Or does the music have to go off?
It goes off at the moment, 1:30, because of the COVID and everything.
1:30?
1:30, it goes off at the moment.
12:30?
1:30.
1:30. So there's music till 1:30, but you stay drinking till 4 o'clock. So, Zexy enjoying himself. He's in Med Palace at the moment, down in Edinburgh. Edinburgh, honest guide, hi Tim, looking well. Plans tonight? I don't have any plans tonight, unfortunately. Well, I did have a plan and I couldn't execute it because I got a puncture in my car. Got a puncture in my car. Sounds excellent, thank you very much. David Mulready, hi Tim, buys a pint. I nearly did last night. You just missed me actually, as I was chatting on the YouTube and on the Facebook, and then I went to Do Not Disturb and started watching a movie, and then afterwards I saw you'd messaged me, but and I messaged you later on when I finished watching my 2 programs. Westworld, I recommend that, by the way, if you're looking for something to watch on HBO Max, I think it is, or Netflix, one of the 2, one of those streaming things anyway. Westworld is really good. And I was just finished a film called Losers, which was pretty rubbish to tell you the truth, but lots of action. So if you like action movies that are totally unbelievable, then go for Losers. It's got Idris Elba in it, so if you like Idris Elba, and I'll not tell you whether he's a goodie or a baddie, all right? And what else did I watch? The Orville. Oh, that's a great one. Seth MacFarlane, you know, the guy who does the voice for Family Guy and other things, obviously. But that's not what I know him from. He's got a thing out called the Orville, which is basically like a Star Trek type thing, and it's on the 4th season now, I think, or the 3rd season, and it's quite good. It started off quite funny and corny, and it grew into something a little bit better. So if you're looking for something to watch online, there, the Orville, Orville, and Westworld, those are 2 good ones I recommend. Okay. Little Germany where the food is fab. Well, there you go.
The food is good.
It is good, it is good. I mean, we're coming, my daughter's coming over on the 15th of August for 2 weeks. So we're going to be here a couple of times for that. And she's having a birthday, but we've got a load of people. And they all want to be Los Cristianos or somewhere. Or up in the mountains in a Chiringuito, they're not sure yet. So I don't know what to do with that. It's only one night anyway, the Thursday, but we'll be back here. Okay, Sandra saying hi to you. What's the temperature around New Year? Thinking of coming over. It's everything open as usual. Diolch. Actually, the high season in Tenerife is from November to the end of April. So November to the end of April is the high season, including Christmas. So you probably have a lot more people here. The weather is the same all year round during the day, apart from, well, I mean, obviously it's very hot at the moment, but it's usually between 22 and 28 degrees. And in fact, the average is 28 if you average it all out. But 22 and 28 degrees most of the time in the winter, in the direct sunlight. A little bit cooler in the shade. And the differential between summer and winter here is the temperature in the night. Now, I'm saying the temperature in the night, but it hasn't dropped in the last 2 years, and I do check it every night at midnight. It hasn't dropped below 19 degrees. I think we've had one night at 17, but that was an outlier, as they say. So it's really, really good. I mean, during the day, if you stay in the sun, it's beautiful. And the food's arriving. Oh God. Look at that. That's nice. How would you like your salad, sir? Well, not wearing it, please. Next time you come, trip over and I'll film it and we'll all earn $100. Things you see when you got a camera. Okay. Marie's on. Anne-Marie Elton, hi Anne-Marie, hope everything's good with you these days. Get some sun with Paz. Paul did some vlogs in Portugal last week, still editing them. 6 weeks, off to Cyprus, some vlogging done, back to Tenerife for Christmas. Cool dude, so Paz is going to be the travel vlogger extraordinaire. If you don't know his channel, click on his name here and it'll take it over there. My schnitzel's just arrived, but I think I'll give it to Del. Oh, can I film that?
Yeah, of course you can. Shall I bring it on?
No, nice. Oh yeah, if you can, yeah, that'd be great. There you go. Oh, that looks lovely. Am I getting it?
You got it?
I can't see. No, I'm filming. I'm filming your bosoms.
Can't do that.
Okay, super. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Sorry about that, I couldn't see. I'll tell you, 10,000 views now. Oh, that looked really good. Oh, it's a bit dark. Okay, nice. They can see it. They can see it. But it looks good. Okay. Rachel Blake, hi Tim. Back over in August. Can't wait. Super. Craig, thumbs up if you forgot. Lovely Craig in the morning. Westworld. Oh, may I? Here we go. This is a little bit of the pork schnitzel here, which is like thinly breaded pork with chips and salad in it, and it's got a mushroom sauce in it. But you can choose which sauce, can you?
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, wow. Oh, that's really good.
Nice, good.
I'm eating Del out of house and home now. Oh, that was good. I know what I'm having next time. Monday is actually Schnitzel Day, I think. No, Sunday is Schnitzel Day. They're closed Monday, Tuesday. Sunday, Schnitzel Day. Handwriting Shine, just keep me on the loop. Little Germany don't open Mondays. We made that mistake. Oh, right. They're actually Monday, Tuesday are closed, right?
Summer, yeah.
In the summer. And then when do you start opening Tuesdays?
October.
October. So they start opening Tuesdays in October. So Mondays is always closed. Mondays and Tuesdays in the low season, which is now. And then in the high season, they're open Tuesdays as well. Tuesday to Sunday. Sunday is Schnitzel Dog.
No.
No?
No.
When was Schnitzel Dog then?
2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago.
Mondays.
Mondays is Schnitzel Dog. You've got to make it yourself because they're not open. I'm going to pop you down here. There you go. So Sunday, what's your speciality on a Sunday? You do a beraten or anything like that? No. The menu here is so different. You can get everything. You can get from like a total meat lover to fantastic vegetarian. In fact, Christina loves the vegetarian little meatballs. Well, they're like patties, aren't they? They're like Fleischpflanzer, yeah?
Yep.
So they're like flattened meatballs, vegetarian meatballs. So they're really nice. And last time she had a salmon tartare, which is actually a starter, but she loved that. That was fantastic. Okay, All Night Mike coming Las Americas in a few days for the first time. All Night Mike. If you're All Night Mike, then that's the base to be as well. Nip over to Veronica's or come up to us in Callao Salvaje. We're only a bus ride away and you can party till 4 in the morning with beautiful Dell here. Cole's Place is on, good evening. Craig's on. The non-bearded beer lover, evening all. I've not seen that before. Non-bearded beer lover, welcome to the channel. If you like what you see, consider subscribing and just give us a thumbs up. Both of those are free. Rachel Blake's on. Tim, do you watch Stranger Things? I do. I just finished Stranger Things last week. Or was it the week before? That was really good. I was right at the beginning. I watched it for the 70s stuff, you know, because it took me all back. But then it really got interesting, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody. But the final season has left it open again, I think. Edinburgh Honest Guy, get a beer on me. Thank you so much. I'll have to stop talking and drink this then so I can get another one. Westworld and Better Call Saul I'm watching at the moment. Better Call Saul, I finished watching that one. That was good. And is there a... No, there wasn't another spin. Oh yeah, there was a movie as well, wasn't there? That's right, a movie. Bosch Legacy, I've not seen that one. I shall look up Bosch Legacy. What do you watch it on? Is it Netflix or HBO or Disney or Amazon Prime? I got all those. I got them all last year on Black Friday or whatever it was called. And I got the whole year for about $20 or something. And I get a Apple TV in with my subscription to the what's it called? To the Apple One, I think it's called. Roger Channing, thank you so much. Towards my puncture. I don't know how much does a puncture cost these days. Well, I suppose the puncture's free. It's fixing it that costs you money. Best tapas place in Americas, please, people. Tapas. It depends what you mean by tapas. If you mean the original sort of Madrid tapas, where you go in and have a little saucer on top of your beer, and you have about 10 of them. I can't think of a place here that does something like that, but they do sort of these faux tapas or pseudo tapas where you'll get things like peppers de padron and tiger mussels. You'll get a little bit of chicken, that's like 4 pieces of chicken. So those types of things you'll find. And Las Americas, I'm not sure. I'm not sure on Las Americas. But if you go the other side of the motorway, in any of the, are they called chiringuitos? Then, or is that by the sea? What are they called? No, they're guanchichos or something. What are they called? I don't know, guanchichos or something. Then you get your tapas up there. And the best tapas I had actually in that type, the small plate type, was up in La Laguna. So Puerto de la Cruz, and then not Puerto de la Cruz, go to Santa Cruz, and then go up with the tram to La Laguna. There's like a pedestrianised area and a little church, and right opposite the church, great place for tapas, dirt cheap as well. Oh, having schnitzel tonight too, says Mark Robert Murphy. Cool dude. Hi guys, thanks for the great comments the other night. Yeah, I mean, you did a great job, and you're welcome anytime. Just let Ian know that you're coming on, and we can, and if you want to talk about something specific, let us know with that. Jimmy England, why don't you take some home for Christine? You know, I was just thinking that I could do a takeout from here, couldn't I?
Yeah.
I might do that actually.
I'm not leaving nothing, no. I'm not leaving nothing.
You're not leaving anything. Don't sit with Dell and then have to expect a doggy bag. Yeah, Woof, gone. I might do that. Steve and Vivian, great vlogs. Tim, watched you from Tanya's 2 weeks ago. Now watching from rainy Liverpool. Oh, that was you when we waved at Stephen. Yeah, good to see you again.
Oh, okay.
Missed donations. I think I caught them both. I hope so. Paul Mack, Tim was told the COVID's on the rise again in Tenerife. I think what you're seeing is there is a they're not actually publishing the numbers of infected anymore. They're publishing the effect on the health system. So the way that you move levels now from level 1 to level 2, for instance, is how strapped the health system is. So if there's so many free beds or so many free intensive care beds and stuff like that, then you'll go up a level. So I think COVID is still in check because we're 90-odd% vaccinated now anyway, and the people who are getting it are not getting sick, so it's just like the flu. But we did go up to level 2 last week, but that's because of the number of it's basically health resources. That's what they're gauging it on, and it's more than just hospital beds, but that's the easiest way to explain it. So they've got this certain level of health resources that they want to keep below for level 0, and if we're above that, we go to level 1, level 2, level 3, etc. It doesn't make any difference to you guys. There's no real difference in opening times or wearing masks or anything like that. So unless it gets really bad, so I wouldn't worry about it at the moment, especially if you're vaccinated. If you're not vaccinated, I would think twice anyway of travelling. But yeah, it's something you can decide for yourselves. So. Non-bearded brother, thanks Tim. I'm sitting in the back watching off the beer till I'm back on the island in 8 weeks on Sunday. Cool dudes. And we used to do this meet-up Monday, but for the summer it's been too hot for Christina, so we sort of cancelled it. So I am out and about, but if you fancy going, meeting me on a Monday or a Friday, just let me know, and I'll come down to wherever you are, and we can have a chit-chat on this camera, and maybe sit down, have a beer somewhere. If not, I'll be out interviewing people. Ladies and gentlemen, you too can have an accent like mine for only $39.95 down and 3 easy payments of $9.95. There you go. Wine are excellent. Did I miss something? See the back machine. You're vlogging La Matanza. Actually, I had some people on the vlog the other day saying that's one of the best places to go for food and wine. Matanza means Schlacht, slaughter. The battle where you slaughter people. In the north of Tenerife, they were there in December for a while. The food and okay, now I get it. The food and wine were great. Yeah. Anywhere on the north there is a lot. Well, I mean, it's obviously older than the south. The south has been here for between the late 60s, early 70s was the start, and if it's a desert, and it was basically created by Puig and his son Santiago. That's why it's Park Santiago, and they own the castle down by Del Duque. And but Puerto de la Cruz has been a holiday destination for years, for decades, and I think it was a great place. I think, what's her name? The mystery writer. What's she called? I'm going daft, you know. I can't remember anything these days. Anyway, I shall think of it. She was there. Was a famous female mystery writer that had made films about her stuff. All the, Stranger on a Train and, or was that her? Agatha Christie, thank you very much. Brain cell number 3 kicks in there. Agatha Christie. And so that the north is very old, and of course they've got a lot more of the local stuff. It hasn't sort of been touristified up there too much. You should do a vlog from, okay, done that one. What of broadband providers do you get in Tenerife? Mrs. Telefonica unlimited use. Do you mean if you live here or if you're just visiting? I recommend, if you're just visiting, I recommend it depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about getting it in your house, then Movistar does all the fibre, but you can buy it from quite a few people. I recommend Serviphone, Servifone, Serviphone, and it's the company that Data Daz works with, and he'll bring you 1 gigabyte fibre to the house for $69 a month, I think it is, and I think you get a phone number in that as well. Or you probably won't need that if you're just watching films and stuff, and you can get it from $29.95, I think, is the fibre to your house. If you're talking about SIM cards, then I recommend Lobster, and it's what I'm using right now. Data Daz does that as well, but you can buy it through me. So if you go into the description here in this video and look up the Lobster, or you go to timothydowd.com and click on the Lobster logo, then you'll be taken to a website where you can sign up for a SIM card with as much data as you need. You can decide which one you want. There's like 3 levels of it. And the good thing about the Lobster card is that you can turn it on and off. So if you're only here for 2 weeks, you can buy a month's worth, and then after 2 weeks you turn it off, and when you come for 2 weeks again, you can turn it back on again. The same thing. So you get basically, you can turn it off on and off every day if you want. So that's a good one. Have a look in the description there, but that's what I would recommend. I haven't used any of the others. Well, I did when I first came here. Wi-Fi Canarias I've used, and I can't remember what the other one was. But Serviphone was good.
Yes, and we already know what.
Thank you, Michael. Welcome as a banterer, my friend. Okay, Palchosa restaurant up in the hill from San Eugenio behind Molino Blanco. Authentic Canarian cooking, very rustic. I've not been there, but I've seen it, and I've heard a lot of good things about there. It's been open, I think, about 6 months, maybe a year. Decent tapas restaurant in Saltien Centre, Tim, towards the seafront by the end Bora Bora. Okay. Saltien Centre, that's with, where the Bora Bora is, you're right. Did you find out what restaurant we are going on? Did you find out what restaurant we are going on the Boom Trikes, Tim? I was going to, was I? I told you, I've forgotten everything. I've totally forgotten. If I've promised to get that for you, I apologise. But if you go on the wine one, if you look at Andrew's vlog of the Boom Trikes, that'll tell you all about it, because he's been on the tapas and wine route, and that was, I think, the first vlog he did with his drone. So there's some great footage there. So go to Andrew's channel, and Night Strider, and have a look for Boom Trikes. And that's the one that'll tell you all about the tapas and wine route, I think. Tell me if I'm wrong. You got to go now to enjoy your... Oh, Tina Ruby, thank you for dropping in, and thank you for all your support. Paul Mac, thanks to me, you're welcome. I'm way behind. Just emerged from the background. Hi, David. Thanks, Tim, for staying at the Costa Decky. Happy to meet up with you on Bayonne Alhambra. We'll go for that. We'll go for that. Agatha Christie, you're all telling me Agatha Christie. There you go. First time I saw live with that mic was having a very good loud laugh. You know, the reason I brought the mic is because if you stop people in the street and just say, do you want to talk into a camera? They go, no. But if you point a microphone at them, they have to talk into it. It's sort of an unwritten law. So don't tell anybody else. This is my secret, okay? Don't tell anybody else or everybody will be doing it, interviewing people in Tenerife. Anybody like olives? Olive. You know why we say don't you? Because of Popeye. Olive. I'm going to have a quick one. I'm going to get oil all down my front. Then Chris will know I've been here.
Like I did.
Yeah. Miss Marpole. Close. Miss Marpole was the character. Homemade vlogs. Evening, Tim. Hope you both well. Thank you. Jimmy's on. In Tanyos, yep. All that lovely food I haven't eaten this week with bad food poisoning. Oh dear, I hope you weren't cooking yourself. Done trucking lurking in the background. Roger Channing, you watched Archie Chan the Night Strider for Boom Tracks info, yep. In fact, he did it just before we were going to do one, and then he did one with the drone and everything, and I thought, well, I can't top that, so I didn't bother. And Luke was on, hey Tim, looking back on your life, what do you consider to be the best period of your life? 20s, 40s, etc., and why? Funnily enough, funny you should mention actually, the best time of my life is right now, and it always has been. So I can look back and enjoy the memories of those times, but each time of my life was the best that it was up to then. And even with highs and lows, I always say right now is the best time of my life, because if you think that and if you create that, then it becomes the best time of your life. Okay, there are certain circumstances out of your control that maybe put you in a bad place at the moment and you think you can never get out of it, but you only have this moment. The past is gone, the future is yours to create, and if you just stay positive and have the best time of your life right now, then I think that will lead to a happy life. And change is another thing as well. Make sure that you change every 5 to 10 years. Drastic change is better, because when you look back at your life, it seems longer. I know people that have lived in the same village all their lives, and when they look back at their lives, when the first grandchild's born, let's say, they go, where did it all go? What did I do? And your brain actually, as a human being, turns things off when it becomes routine. You know, like you're driving and you don't know how you got there, that type of thing. So, yeah, basically it's changes. It's just, a change. So change your life every 5 to 10 years. Maybe a drastic change, maybe a move, maybe a decision, I don't know, maybe a look, maybe an attitude, I don't know. But the best time of our life is right now. Hope that helps. Food poisoning from a wedding. Oh dear. My Christina got food poisoning at a wedding once. We had no, I'm fine, thanks. Stick it on a butty. Put some ketchup on a bit. Have a chip butty. Okay. Christina got food poisoning from ice cream at a wedding. I don't know why. Because we all had it. I think she must have had a different flavour than everybody else, because she got, I was going to say botulism, but it isn't. What do you get from ice cream? Salmonella, she got. Salmonella. In fact, she got salmonella, she was pregnant, and Stephanie was born with salmonella, our daughter, and she got a private room in the hospital, which I thought was quite good. So I said, if you have another kid, I'm just going to eat a load of ice cream beforehand so you can get salmonella again. But it's no laughing matter. I'm off for the last evening meal to watch the sunset. Hope to meet and buy you another beer at Christmas. Tom, I will definitely search you out and prize a beer out of you. Although it's my round, isn't it now? It's my round. Have a great evening, Zach. Yeah, well said, thank you. Spot on, Tim. Best time nearly always now. Enjoy every minute. You really do, because first of all, you don't know when it's last. Wie lang war die Aufzug außer Gefecht?
Ja, bei uns.
Ja, eine Stunde, ja, habe ich gedacht, ja. The lift in our flat, we had a short interruption of power supply, and then the lift wouldn't work after that. So we had to call somebody, and it took them an hour to get in and flip probably just a flipper switch or a tripper switch or whatever they call it. There you go. Spot on, Tim. Yeah, thank you very much. Malachi Doherty, spot on. I say water only passes under the bridge once. That's true. That is true. Salmonella, there you go. YouTube, come and say hello to the nicest man in Tenerife. YouTube, tell me, I'd love to know who you are. You always tell me I'm the nicest man in Tenerife, and I do thank you for that. And I assure you I'm not. I'm a nice man, I think, but I'm probably not the nicest in Tenerife. But thank you so much for thinking that. I'd love to find out who you are. If they get married again, don't go, exactly. Heather McCarthy's on. Good evening. And everybody's saying good evening, Heather. Okay, so we started 35 minutes ago, it says, and we got 171 people watching. So I'm going to tell the story again now. Why am I not in Los Cristianos? I left, well, I've pinned the comment, but just in case you didn't see it, I came out of the thing, went off the curb, and it sort of went like that. And then when I got up to the top of the road, just before Aminimi, there's a roundabout, which I go round, well, not at speed, but if there's nobody coming, I take it sort of nicely. And it sort of did a shimmy shake to the right, and the back end slid a bit. So I thought, well, I'll pull in the garage to see what's this. And I got a flat tyre on the back right-hand side. And so the flat tyre, I pumped it up, and it stayed up a while, but I didn't want to chance it. So I came down here, parked up, and walked down to Little Germany. Well, you seem incredibly nice to me, Mr. Dow. Thank you so much. So I'm going to order another beer from all you guys. From Edinburgh Honest Guide, Michael, thank you so much. I'll buy another beer now. Kirsten, bei Gelegenheit kann ich noch ein Weizen haben, bitte? So, Jacqueline Shaw. Hi, Tim. Coming over in November to meet up with you and some advice on approximately 6 months stay over there. If you're looking for an apartment for 6 months, then it might be actually cheaper to rent it for a year up front. Depends on where you're going to go. Just checking the batteries. Yep, batteries look okay. And also, if you don't want to stay in the tourist area, you're going to get a lot cheaper. So, like Playa San Juan or Alcalá, or anywhere over the other side of the motorway. So, in the Adeje village, for instance, you probably get a good thing. If you're going to work, the broadband's pretty good, as I was saying, and you can usually get places where broadband's good. If you're just coming for a holiday and you want to stay at the front, then November for 6 months. You should really have already booked that, because I think the places fill up for what we call the swallows, the people who come for the winter. So the other thing you could do is to look on Airbnb, I think, but be careful. There are people with the VV, so Vivienda Vacacionales, that are official, and they get they get inspected for safety and stuff like that. And then people who just rent the stuff out and pocket the cash, they're not. I mean, some of them are really good, but you can't guarantee. And also, people put up an Airbnb for things that don't exist. You pay your deposit and you arrive and there's no flat. So that's a problem as well here. So be very careful. Alan Fraser, thank you so much for the beer. Jacqueline Shaw, are you coming over in November for 6 months, or are you coming over for a holiday looking to stay 6 months in the future and want my advice? Well, we can definitely meet up and we'll talk about it. Sorry if I missed it, but where is Little Germany? Mark Fox. Mark, if you put Little Germany into Google Maps, it's in a village called Callao Salvaje. And if you look at the southwest coast of Tenerife, you've got Los Cristianos basically on the corner, or Palmar really, but Los Cristianos is the beginning of the... Muchas gracias. It's the beginning of the tourist coast. Los Cristianos, Las Americas, and then you have Costa Adeje. Costa Adeje means the coast of Adeje, which is like Adeje is the municipality. And we are in Adeje, Costa Adeje, but it's further up than La Caleta. So La Caleta is probably the end of the maritime walkway, and then we're another 2 or 3 kilometres further on. But you can't get to it along the coast on a nice path. It's a very what do they call it? Stony path. It's not really a path. It's like cliffs. But if you go up to the motorway and then back down on the old, I think it's TF47. Then we are the second or third village I should imagine. So you come into Arminimi, then the next roundabout goes down to Playa Paraíso, which is where the Hard Rock Hotel is, and we're the next village over. So you can get to the Hard Rock Hotel along the coast here in about 15 to 20 minutes, well 20 minutes I would say, walking, or 20 to 30 minutes if you're strolling. So, or 5 minutes in a taxi. So that's where we are, and Little Germany is in Callao Salvaje, and here is the telephone number. Can you see that?
Oh, up there, yeah. I don't see. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool, dude. Oh, that's too close. Yellow green. I'll darken that down a little bit. Yeah.